think that it was the Nidalee that made this Malphite pickup not work? That's the question.
No, I think it was just the ability for a split pusher to draw him around the map. So I think that... Ooh, however, as we say that,
there's the paranoia.
Oh, he blocked it!
Get out of it, but there's the fear tether. Is the ignite going to be enough? I don't think so. Probably.
Those mechanics using his ultimate to block the complete...
Of course, the burst damage on top of that death mark, but we do have teammate going for an early dragon.
Being spotted out by a ward.
Complexity do know that it's there. It's going down very, very low though. Bo5 is right in there. Oh my, yes, he does manage to take it. Oh, there's the teleport coming in from Westeros though. Is he going to be able to get here in time? The slow was on Dodo, but hasn't quite got there. There is the brilliant Dark Passage.
Oh, the slow onto two members in the...
One dragon though. It's going to mean TMA.
And Kez has caught Bo5.
Does manage to block out the slow. There's the Dark Passage as well, but Robert X Lee's here. Is he going to be able to get it? There's the flash. First blood going to Robert X Lee, but he's not finished yet. Dodo goes down. That's the double kill. And Maple Street left alone under his turret.
They start the dragon.
Yeah, Bo5 starting this one off, of course. A bit of sustain, but he's taking a fair bit of damage.
This might be the second time
around.
Test the dragon.
Just decisive play, and they pick up the objective. Complexity wanted to contest that, but they just weren't able to. Death Sentence lands onto Kez, and that's just to secure their own blue buff. Team 8, they weren't rattled by the fact that they're 2 wins down, and I think they might break the curse.
Yeah, they're definitely looking strong. They've picked up 2 dragons at this point, taking the gold advantage back. However, that will be equalized if they manage to pick up this turret, which they don't. So good, successful turret defense. And once again, more pressure being put in this top lane, but Westeros now is looking good.
Doesn't have a lot of mana left. Of course, has a deceivingly large mana pool. So, you know, maybe we'll be able to throw out a couple more spells than you'd otherwise think. They're just going to wander around each other. Broly's now here in the top lane. Deathmark does come down onto Calitrolls. See whether it's going to be enough. There's the flash coming in afterwards. Calitrolls is going to die. Westeros picks up that kill and a little help from his friends. They are going to be able to... Hasn't been spotted. Oh, there's the shadow. Oh, Death Sentence going to land on the Broly here as well. Is he going to be able to make some work happen? He does have the death mark. That is so much damage. Switching to the other shadow as well. Is Maple Street going to go down? No! Outplayed. Maple Street manages to kite him around, and Broly was so close.
Right now looking for the flank over the side. Calitrolls looking to get involved.
Calitrolls actually pops the unstoppable force. Robert X Lee going down so low. There's the Glacial Fissure though, and a really nice flash over the thick part of the wall. Is going to get Robert X Lee to safety. Calitrolls
Westeros is behind them now, looking to get involved.
Look at the amount of damage. Does get stunned up there a little bit, but it's going to be Slushy falling down. Westeros might answer as well. Calitrolls picks up that kill. Bump it up now so low. Death Sentence lands onto him. The fear tether's there, but no, he's not dead just yet. Robert X Lee's back in. He's got barely any health. Oh my goodness, that play. Kez gets the reset though. Bo5 is so low. Maple Street on full health. Broly picks up the kill. What a shuriken from the backside. And Complexity playing with such little health bars. 1 for 3.
Able to turn that around. Some over-aggression on the side of Team 8, just sticking around in the wrong side of the jungle for a little bit too long. Doesn't lead to any objectives on the map, but getting something like that turned around, and as we take another look, Calitrolls wanted this pink ward and thought with the Paranoia ultimate could burst down Robert, but a nice flash out just means that now they're stuck on the wrong side of the map. Great rotation down from Westeros, flashes over the wall, and the exhaust in this fight is key. There it is, just before the ultimate, mitigating some of the damage. And from here, it's just a battle of the low health bars. They're like, should we go, shouldn't we go? Another flash is burnt. The play that comes out right now is massive. However, the spike's still able to hit. Broly gets the last Q onto Bo5, able to pick up the 3-for-1 trade.
Wants to maximize as much armor as he can, of course, instead here. But here's the team fight breaking out. The box comes down. Bob It Up gets taken down so low, but Kaz gets obliterated. Team 8 with an easy 2 kills. This is the pick potential of this team comp.
Yeah, and only 10 seconds.
Even more. Dodo going to clear out this pink ward. Just going to man the fort while the team takes the dragon. Probably in the bottom lane. That outer turret potentially getting taken down low, but Calitrolls is there. So protection around the map. Team 8. 3 for
easy kill. Flash and ultimate both up, and there's
Paranoia coming down in the mid lane. Robert X Lee takes the culling. Nice dodge of the death sentence, and he's just sort of puttering out of the way. Quickly Is he gonna? No, the Dustbringer is gonna come through. There's the scrying all coming down. Is the Fear Tether gonna proc? Yes, it is. Death sentence for the last hit as well. Dodo picks up that kill. Probably death marks Cali Trolls, but that's
Better at 1v1ing at this point in the game. Looking to put Crowley in the mid lane.
Bubbled up. Breakable trying to protect this turret, but it's not gonna work. Kez gonna have to pop that ultimate. Oh, here's the home guard teleport coming in. Unstoppable falls onto two members. Kez and Bubbled up instantly gets stunned as well. The combos are here and so much CC available from Teammate. Easily being able to lock up these kills. And this is the Teammate that we saw in the first two games.
Yeah, being out of complexity.
Now, Teammate are still around, of course. Slushy not that close.
They haven't pulled off.
Pops coming through here. Doesn't have Paranoia available. They're going to come around through, but Westrise immediately gets exhausted. Probably takes Maple Street out of this fight straight away. That's 2 kills already. Robin Exley takes down Dodo. Slushy now gets locked up. Cali Trolls and Pops the only ones alive. The reset's coming through for Kaz. Winter's Bite not going to land, but that is only 2 members alive, and they'll happily trade the 3 for 2. This game's not over.
Porpoise Pop still extremely strong.
And there it is, the unstoppable force coming through. Kez freaking out, not quite making the leap. Westrise, though, trying to turn it around in his head. One available, evening out the trade, and these teams are so close.
Yeah, this is a crazy game, 4 for 4. Nothing coming from it in the end, but what a brawl. Complexity start up the Desperation Baron, and they look like they're not going to pull off it, but straight away Westrise, as soon as he sees Maple Street, goes over the wall. Deathmark comes through and destroys him. However, the ultimate onto Crowley means that he's not long for the world either, and Slushy, poor guy, now stuck by himself, flashes over the wall, picks up a kill, and from here we see that it's just a nice ability to kite from Cali Trolls until his cooldowns are back up. He runs around the wall, there's a ward in the brush,
just
straight back over, ultimate, picks up Bubbled Up. Kez, unfortunately, as we see
Dodo getting death marked up here. Crowley does end up going back to his shadow, but not going to be able to pick up the kill just yet. Stun onto Westrise. This team's so keen on fighting each other. Of course, Kez coming up through the backside. Cali Trolls, it's the same story. A quarter of the cooldown is available. Bubbled Up gets stunned up. There's the Dustbringer as well. The Fear Tether coming down. The death sentence as well. Bubbled Up dies. Robert Exley gets ultimate. Look at that damage. Cali Trolls going to be able to pick that one. Oh no, Slushy secures the kill. Westrise, where are you going, mate? I don't know whether this is exactly the right direction. The stun, just the tip. Fantastic work. He's taking him on a wild goose chase. I'll give you that one. He tries to turn around to get the damage onto Maple, but not quite going to do it. And Cali Trolls clearing out this mid lane in the meantime.
We've seen this get stolen away before today, not even going for it. So Complexity seeding another objective. Don't want to throw the game here. This will be nearly a 10,000 gold lead with the Baron buff and a potential Dragon still on the board. Teammate is fantastic.
Yep. This could be the turnaround. 2-2-1 would ruin the entire pattern, to be honest. But Teammate so desperate to get into this LCS, and people were saying Teammate were the scariest team. They were expecting them to do this, but Complexity showed an amazing couple of games coming through here. I don't think they're out of the fight just yet. Even we do have the Fear Tether coming through as well. Crowley gets feared up. Not sure whether this is going to quite be enough, but the stress to Teammate come round from behind. Deathmark's going to be used just for fun. He's going to get caught, and that's exactly what you do. You collapse onto the split pusher.
Yeah, and it looks like this might be the answer into the base because, of course, that inhibitor turret was destroyed earlier. So pushing through to pick up the first inhibitor of the game, and Westrise is being chased by Cali Trolls in the mid lane.
That's going to mean that it's a 4v3 here at this inhibitor. Teammate are going to be able to easily secure that one. The teleport out here. Westrise to save his life. Oh, there's the death sentence onto Bubbled Up. The Unbreakable is actually breakable in this instance. Kez does get a nice W down, but it's a little bit up. There's Maple Street. Oh, there's the teleport actually onto the minion. Dude managed to secure that base. There's the Paranoia coming through. Westrise has been singled out, and he's going to get feared up. Maple Street's there for the damage. Not going to be able to make it to the land, but there it is coming straight in. There's the unstoppable force. Robin Exley and Kez getting locked up from that one straight away. That was insane. Takes the land into the... Robin Exley gets caught. There's the death sentence. That was huge. Dodo is a beast. The second inhibitor is going to go down. and Teammate, what an amazing team fight.
Yeah, this will be the game here. 40 seconds test time is only Kazik and the Brahma up there crushing down these inhibitor turrets. Teammate are going into the LCS.
Teammate have broken the cycle. They're going to get into the LCS with some incredible team fight play. Look at them go. They are so excited. What a phenomenal 5-game series. This was ridiculous.
I can't find words. That last home guard into the middle of the fight. What a fitting way to end this series with the huge unstoppable force. You hear the crowd going nuts for the challenger team. I'm excited to watch them play. They're such a fun team.
Exactly right. And Maple Street is going to be so happy to be back to the LCS as well. I was in for a split with Velocity, but now he gets to come through, and I'm so excited to see Slushy play some more because he has shown so much hardened style. He got wrecked in the game before. He did, but came back so strong on this Syndra and just put it to Crowley on the champion that he was just destroyed by. It was just fantastic to see someone with that much mental fortitude.
Yeah, and willing to let the Zed go back through and just trust in his ability to win it. You see how high the potential is out of this team.
Love you too, buddy.
It does raise the question about Cali Trolls, though.
Certainly does. Certainly does. We'll see whether he does head into the LCS or whether he goes back to school.
And of course, you have to give it up for Complexity, putting on a great 5-game show.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to see them. We're going to see them in a couple of weeks, so it'll be fine. That's not the last hope just yet. Expansion tournament, always a possibility. But my goodness, Teammate playing such a fantastic last game after 2 brilliant wins.